Dad said it like commenting on traffic. "We gave your wedding fund to your sister. She deserves a royal wedding." The words slid across the table and detonated anyway. My fork hovered. I didn't drop it. I didn't cry. I turned to Ethan, and his look said the ground had shifted. "Before I tell you what came next, answer me. Where are you watching from? When you hear the rest, tell me honestly, what would you have done?" I'm Iris, 28, expert in being the easy daughter. Not mysterious invisible, practical invisible. In our ranch house outside Columbus, my younger sister Bella ran on solar attention. I learned to want little and make do. I packed my own lunches, I walked myself to school. While Bella got coaching for theater tryouts, I taught myself scholarship essays in the hallway. I met Ethan at a free finance workshop in a basement room that smelled like old paper. Quiet, steady, notebook, Honda. He asked if I had time for coffee. I said yes because he felt like a door that opened on a life where I didn't have to apologize for existing. For a year I thought finance meant something sensible and small. He never corrected me. He showed up instead. When he proposed last spring, my hands shook dialing home. "We kept funds aside for both girls," Mom always said. "Equal shares." I believed her the way you hold a railing in the dark. Fingers white, faith borrowed. Tonight the railing vanished. "We gave it to Bella," Dad added, casual cruelty dressed as common sense. I set my fork down. Ethan straightened. Calm face, hard eyes. "Should I tell them what I do?" he murmured. Dad blinked, thrown by Ethan's question. "You work at a bank," he said, a weak chuckle like a life vest. Ethan slid his phone across. "I built Alderline. It was acquired 2 years ago. I kept quiet because Iris is more than anyone's price tag." His voice stayed even, mine steadied around it. Mom gripped the edge. Bella's smile collapsed. "You're joking," Dad whispered. "I was going to cover our wedding so no one worried," Ethan said. "But you repurposed money promised to Iris." He turned the phone face down. "You can fix this." I breathed in meatloaf steam and 17 years of being fine. "You promised equal," I told Dad. "You meant convenient." "It's family money," Mom said. "Bella needs help. Her venue," I said, "is not my broken promise." I looked at Bella. "Did you know?" She opened and shut like a faulty hinge. "Mom said it was extra savings." Ethan folded his napkin. "Return every dollar within 30 days, he said quietly. "If you can't, I'll ensure this conversation doesn't stay private. I protect my family." The weight slid off my ribs. I stood. "I spent my life taking up less space so your excuses fit," I told Dad. "I'm done shrinking." No plates crashed, no thunderclap, just the tiny sound of my chair gliding and the larger one of certainty clicking into place. We left. On the porch, cold March air lifted my hair. Inside, voices tangled. Mom's hiss, Dad's brittle blame, Bella's damp apologies. In the car, Ethan took my hand. 30 days, he said. 30 days, I echoed. And for once the deadline belonged to me. The check arrived on day 21, wire confirmation, no note. I didn't reply. I took the funds, renamed them, and sent them forward. A scholarship in my grandmother's name for first-gen students who pack their own lunches and keep their hope. The receipt glowed in my inbox. 6 months later, we married in a small vineyard, 30 people. No thrones, no fireworks, just strings of lights and people who saw me. Ethan's vows were simple. I fell in love with the woman who never demanded anything. I promise you never have to disappear to be loved. I cried and didn't apologize. My parents weren't invited. Bella texted the night before, "Sorry, wish I'd known, can I come?" But apologies are most useful before the damage. I put my phone face down and let crickets keep time. Afterward, life came in ordinary miracles. A house with a wide sink and a yard that caught afternoon gold. Saturdays for pancakes. The thrill of keys in a new lock. We learned our corners and how to say, "I'm tired," without weaponizing it. I started mentoring 3 scholarship applicants. The quiet girls lifted their chins when I spoke their names. Bella's destination wedding happened anyway. Photos floated through the family chat, all glitter and ocean. Later, I heard her husband toasted too long and broke the room. She called. I let it go to voicemail. Some doors closed to keep the weather out. If you're the fine one, the one who compacts herself to fit other people's stage designs, listen. Being unseen isn't your flaw. It's the muscle you built lifting yourself. One day you'll flex it into a life that fits. I did.